I was constantly reminded not to let our beautiful memories turn sour, not to allow your cuts to take away from the beauty of our encounter. But I cannot lie, I found myself falling into that trap on multiple occasions, which in reality only deepened my wounds. I've been told I cannot call you ex, but rather someone dearly loved by Christ, someone he's so worthy enough to put nails to his hands. When our interactions became less and less frequent, it became clear to me, somewhere along the lines, I had put you on a pedestal. Somewhere along the lines, I had mistaken compromising my peace for loyalty. Somewhere along the lines, both of us had grown cold. But how classically, the memories we had bound me, even though deep down I knew the Lord's hand was no longer over our companionship. He had moved on, tapping me constantly on the shoulder to do the same. His eyes bared deep sadness, for he knew the future heartache I would encounter if I did not listen to him. I didn't. I pridefully claimed I knew what was best for me, what would do me good. Yes, this was so ignorant of me, but I held this lie so close to my chest. Looking back, I can see through my art pieces that I knew, but I did not want to accept that somewhere out there in existence lay a world without you. I had become so blinded by my fear of loneliness that I could not see that's exactly how I felt majority of the time I spent with you. Teary-eyed and angry, I asked my Savior, how could I possibly be expected to continue to love someone who cut me so deep? He only looked at me intently, and there within his eyes laid a part of his story I had forgotten. I realized that he had to love Judas, fully aware that he would betray him. How much more difficult that is than being ignorant of the future. Loving you now, although painful, has taught me strength. I'm beginning to master the arts of loving all the Judases in my life. How not to grow better when the story that started on great hopes ends in tears. By far one of the darkest seasons I had ever had to walk through. But a hard lesson was learned, that although we were both created by an intentional God, it does not mean we belong together.